and welcome back to my channel. I thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Katie, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a one branded makeup tutorial, and the brand is Kat Von D, and I'm so excited to share this video with you. This is the makeup look that I came up with on a whim. Didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I do know that Kat Von D and her brand are known for their like edgy, bold type of makeup, so definitely wanted to recreate something like that. Have about 7, 8, 9 products from Kat Von D. I unfortunately do not own everything from the brand, so these are the products that I used on this face today. And if you want to know how to get this Kat Von D makeup brand inspired makeup, or just want to know more about the products, then just keep watching. So I'm going in with the Shade Light palette from Kat Von D, of course, and this is a really beautiful neutral palette. You can do so many different looks with this, and let's see, I don't even know what I want to do. I want to do something nice and dark and edgy, so I'm first going to take the shade Lazarus, and we're going to pop that in the crease area. Next, I'm going in with my same little blending brush with the shade Saloas. I'm going to put the names down as an annotation because these names are really tricky and I totally cannot pronounce them. So I am sorry, Kat Von D, if I'm butchering the names of the products, of the shade names. But this color just definitely, I cannot talk today. This color, I mean, like, you could see a difference how intense it's going to make the whole eye look. Let's see. I wasn't planning on filming a Kat Von D type of video today. It popped into my head, and I was like, ooh, I want to put on a black blouse, and then really cool earrings, and then a cool necklace, and, like, just got the ball rolling, so I'm so happy to be filming this video. So next I'm going to be taking the Kat Von D Metal Crust eyeshadow in the shade Thrasher, and this is a really sexy gold green shade. And I'm actually I do want to foil this type of shadow. If you are not familiar what foiling is, it's taking a type of like metallic-y type of shadow and wetting it with a brush to intensify the pigmentation even more. So I am going to be picking it up with a flat shader brush, and I'm going to be taking the Smashbox Primer Water. I know she recently came out with a new setting spray, and I definitely want to get my hands on that, but in the meantime we're just going to use the Smashbox one. So next I'm actually going in with the mini Shade Light palette, and I have this one in the shade Plum, and I'm actually going to be going in with these two colors on the outer crease. I kind of get this one up to speed, so I'm taking that lighter mauve color in the crease area because I definitely want to give this a nice amount of definition, and then I'm actually going to be going in with that darker purple color. And I'm just going to be placing this on the very outer corner, making sure to stamp it on first and then kind of blending it out a little bit. The only thing is about her shadows, I feel, they do tend to have a lot of kick up, which basically means when you physically go to tap in the brush, a lot of powder just like pops out at you. So that's kind of the only downfall, but they do blend out quite nicely, so I don't know, it could be like a pro or a con, so, but I feel like in that time you're like wasting so much product, so just to give you a heads up on how the shadows apply. So our crease is pretty dark, and that was exactly what I was going for. So I'm just taking a regular eyeshadow crease brush and just making sure to blend that out a little bit better. And I'm going in with a larger flat shader brush with the, let's take the white color here. Oh, hold on, my fingers. Right here from that little palette. These palettes I feel are really, really nice. You could do a lot of different looks with just 4 different colors. So highly recommend these little smaller palettes. I know that there's a blue one, there's a green one, there's a smoky gray one. So next I'm just taking a little Q-tip and I'm just gonna clean up any fallout on the under eye part. And this is also a great trick to give you a little bit of a guideline of where your eyeliner is going to go. I definitely wanted to wing it out a little bit more than I normally do because Kat Von D, I know her signature is a really sexy long cat wing that looks like it's going to like cut you. So definitely wanted to recreate that. And for that I'm going in with the None Other Tattoo eyeliner. Making them symmetrical is literally the hardest part, but practice makes perfect. I don't know, I'm having a little bit of problems with my lighting today, but I am going in next with the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Foundation. I unfortunately do not have a full-size bottle of this. I am working on my little sample, and I am actually going in with shade 54. And this guy is a very thick, heavy foundation. I know a lot of my clients come in specifically asking for this, and I do recommend that if you are on the drier side, it was really taking the time to properly hydrate the skin because it is a very full coverage foundation. But other than that though, it is really nicely pigmented, and I do a little bit more than usual. Of course, if it was the full size, I would recommend probably about a good one to 1.5 pumps. And I'm going in with a Equal Tools buffing brush. I do like to stipple this on first, like you're seeing me now do. I mean, you guys have seen me do foundation a million times, but I feel that this foundation, you do want to be careful when blending, because I have noticed that if you go crazy buffing it in so quickly, you're not giving the product a chance to stick to your skin. And if you do that, you can run the risk of getting cakey, getting patchy throughout the day. So really truly take your time when blending this foundation out. Now I'm going in with her newer concealers, which I have been loving recently. They look like this. You probably have seen these all over social media. These are the Lock It Concealer Creams. I have 2 different shades. I have shades L15 and M25. I'm going in with M25 first. It's a little bit more on the yellow side, and I really like to take this a little bit higher where my dark circles are, because this does give really, really high coverage. And then I'm actually going to be going in with the lighter shade, which is L15, which is a more neutral color. And I'm actually going to be taking this a little bit lower because this is a little bit lighter than my skin tone. And this helps with brightness. I'm just popping that on the high points of the face. And for some reason, I've been really loving like regular traditional like makeup sponges. And I don't know, just the way, that's how like soft they are. I love the way they've been applying my makeup lately. I feel like with the regular beauty blender, it just absorbs too much of the product. I don't know. I don't actually do want to do some baking today. And this is the Kat Von D loose setting powder in the shade Translucent, big old hefty jar. I have been obsessed with this lately, and I'm actually going to go in with the same sponge. This is not a fancy sponge. I mean, I feel like I don't even have to wet it because of how soft it is. So I'm just going to be doing a little baking. Okay, we are back and time to wipe off the bake. I'm gonna go in with a Sephora contour brush number 79. Love the size of this brush. And I'm just gonna go back and forth just to wipe off the bake. Bake is away, and I now want to finish off the rest of the face. I'm going in with the powder foundation. I'm actually using number 57 on a really super large powder brush. I always like to set the foundation all first. That way it makes for easy blending for my bronzers, blush, and highlight. So we're just going to set the face first and foremost. I unfortunately do not own the Kat Von D Shade Light Contouring Palette. However, the Anastasia Contouring Palette is very, very similar. I, of course, know the formulas are a little different, if I'm being honest with you. But since I don't have the Shade Light Contour Palette, we're going to go in with this. Keeping it real, I don't have it. I want to eventually get my hands on it. So, eventually, I might even maybe buy it for my kit. I feel like that would be a really, really good palette to have in a freelancing kit. So I'm just basically going in with the middle tone of the Anastasia kit with the Sephora number 55 brush. Love this brush for bronzer. I'm actually going to go back in with that number 79 brush, and I'm actually going to mix these two shades as my contour. I don't know why, I just love a good contour. Could definitely see what a difference that makes. Oh, I love it. I don't want to leave this area blank. I definitely want to jazz it up a little bit more. So I'm going to be going back into the Shade Light Eye Palette. And I'm going in with the shade Succubus. It's this really beautiful red warm color. And I'm popping that under my eyes with a small little pencil brush. I'm actually going in with the Makeup Revolution blush in the shade Nude. I unfortunately do not own, or I don't think they even make a blush, so just going to pop that on the cheek area. Nothing too crazy. To finish off the face, I'm going to be going into the contouring kit by Anastasia again, and I'm actually going to be using the highlight color from the palette. I know that the Shade Light palette from Kat Von D does not have a highlighter in it, so whatever highlighter you're wanting to do, then go for it. So it was really tough for me to decide on which lippy to use from Kat Von D because they're just so good. There's just such a good variety of colors, but I decided on this one. This is the Everlasting Liquid Lip in the shade Bauhaus. So this is the finished look. I am really, really happy with how it turned out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And if you have any Kat Von D products that you think that I should check out, also let me know. And be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any new videos. And I shall see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, guys. Bye.